When Maria first saw the old house on the edge of the forest, she felt something strange. The house seemed alive, as if it were being watched by hundreds of invisible eyes. Its walls were covered with a thick layer of mold, and the roof had collapsed, exposing wooden beams. Maria was a journalist, and she was drawn by rumors of strange circumstances associated with this house. It was said that those who entered never returned. Maria decided to spend the night in the house to uncover the truth. She arrived at the house at sunset, when the long shadows of the trees shrouded it in a grim veil. The door was open, creaking as if inviting her inside. Maria took a deep breath and, gathering all her courage, entered the house. Inside, it was cold and damp, the air filled with the smell of decay and old wood. The floors creaked underfoot, and the walls were covered with strange symbols, as if someone had tried to leave traces of their pain and fear. She ventured deeper into the house, lighting her way with a flashlight. In one of the rooms, she found an old diary. The pages were filled with entries written in a trembling hand. "They come at night. I hear their footsteps, whispers. They want to take me." Maria felt chills run down her spine. Who had written these lines? And whom were they trying to warn? Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind her with a loud bang. She turned around, but no one was there. Maria began to feel her heart race. She continued reading the diary, trying to ignore the growing sense of dread. "I tried to run, but they don't let go. Their shadows are everywhere. They watch, they wait." Suddenly, the house grew even colder. Maria felt an icy wind blow through. Even though all the windows and doors were closed, she heard footsteps behind the wall. Footsteps that didn't belong to a human or an animal. Footsteps that sounded dull and heavy, as if someone had been walking in the house for many years, knowing no peace. Maria jumped up and ran to the exit, but the door wouldn't budge. She pulled the handle, knocked, screamed, but to no avail. At that moment, she realized she had become part of this horrific story. The house wouldn't let her go. The footsteps grew closer. Maria turned and saw shadows creeping out of the corners of the room. They reached out to her like living creatures, distorting the space around them. The whispers grew louder, turning into a sinister chorus that filled the entire room. Maria tried to hide in a corner, but the shadows were already upon her. Their cold, invisible hands touched her skin, and she felt her strength leave her body. The whispers turned into screams, and before her consciousness faded, she realized she had become yet another victim of the house without windows. The next day, her car was found by the side of the road, but Maria was never found. The house stood as it always had, grim and mysterious, waiting for its next victim.